I'm just saying you don't come in here and tell me how to do radio. I know more about radio. I know more about plumbing than you know about radio.
I forgot more about plumbing than you
ever
know.
Anymore. What do you mean you're not going to advertise? Your business is going to go. Whatever.
You guys have a nice freaking day.
Then get out. Then get out.
I'm out.
Idiot. You're an idiot.
What did you just do?
Well, you're just trying to tell me how to do my business, and I'm not going to. All right, come back in, Max. That was good. That was some acting right there.
That's good.
You know, Mike, if you walked out into the conference room where he is now, there's literally kittens running around now because they were dropping out of his ass. So, welcome to the show, Max from Windy City Rooter. They drain your pipes, not your wallet. Also, a master thespian, a very good actor.
Yes.
Appreciate that. Looking for the Academy Award when we're done. So
I like messing with Mike. He's the most. But if I was buying ads on this station, I think I would want him as a sales guy because he is so nervous and he wants to make sure everything's right for his clients.
Dude, he was the guy that like made everything right for me when I first started. Before I even contemplated advertising with you guys, I called him for advertisement for my wife's little store.
Yeah,
and he's like, "Dude, you got a voice for radio."
Yeah, your ads are good. I know your ads.
Dude. Me and Wolfman Jack. Yeah,
You're one of those people where people are like, I want to see the face with the voice. You look, though, exactly like you would think you would look.
I love it.
Yeah, whereas I'm supposed to be like a little round fat guy.
That's what you are.
Thanks, Stino.
Not really, but
you
know what I mean.
You're a little round fat guy. But Mike is like, you said you hooked him up in Vegas, and what was going on? He's just the most nervous person I know.
You know, he's like, I'm going to Vegas, man. I'm like, dude, you're going to go and you're going to go again and again and again. He's like, I'm first timer. I said, like you. So, because I am a gambler.
You're a regular there.
I didn't realize that you like to go gambling. We should go out.
I do. And I told him, dude, I'm going to hook you up. I'm going to get you picked up at the airport like a star. I'm going to get you hooked up at the hotel. Yeah. No cost to you. And he was like, no way. Yeah. I'm like, wait, dude, it's going to happen. I'm telling you right now.
Nice.
And I got a video actually on my phone of him and his wife in the limo.
And they're freaking out.
They're like, wow.
But he's all nervous and all that.
That's nervous, Mike. But you know what?
Going.
He's the reason I'm here. You know what I mean? I was getting an advertisement for my wife's boutique store, and he ran a couple of ads, and here I am 8 years later.
It works. You've been advertising with us for 8 years because it works, right?
Dude, people that think they can get on the radio and it works in a month, it's not happening.
You got to stay long term.
Longevity.
So he's like, I bought 3 commercials and 500 people didn't show up. No, you stay on.
I didn't get any calls. I didn't get any work.
You've been on 8 years. You stay on consistently.
It's consistency. You got to stay on.
People always say his commercial to me too. They know it. It's like a staple.
I'm a legend in my own mind.
You really are. So is Stino. She's a legend in her own mind.
She should be. I'm sweating a little bit sitting next to Stino right now.
Don't feed the monster.
I'll tell you a funny one. I don't ever.
Listen, don't ever go gambling with her. She's like, we should go gamble.
Yeah, I want to go to the casino. I love it.
Anytime.
Please.
No. It's her goal is to separate you from your money and end up in her pocket.
Listen, all we need access to is your guys' 401k.
And
you know what? We can make it happen.
She will drain it for you.
Yeah.
No problem. Don't go gambling with her. I would like to go gamble. Hook me up in Vegas. Let's go to Vegas.
I'll hook brother.
Next time you go, let me know.
Anytime.
I love Vegas.
Anytime. You know, as I said, legend in my own mind, I laugh because I'm in the store one time with my wife, and I rarely do that. And I had a little 10-year-old stop me, and he's like, "You're the guy on the radio." I'm like, "That's me. That's me." And the mom turns around. Of course, my wife's like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "I have no idea." He's like, "Say it.
Say the line.
We drain your pipes, not your wallet."
There it is. Well, Stino wants to drain your wallet. I can attest to the fact that you guys drain my pipes and not my wallet.
That's right.
That's a fun story. Yola still isn't over that.
I remember when you called me. That was great.
It was a Sunday, late on a Sunday.
But we're having a little soiree.
Yeah. All right, so coming up, if you have plumbing questions, you can answer any of them, right? We'll do whatever
do
kind
my
of stuff.
best.
All right, text your questions now. Free plumbing advice from Windy City Rooter. Max is here. 815-283-0095. Studio has to be the first word in your message. That's 815-283-0095. Studio, the keyword. We will get them answered coming up in just a little bit. I got to go and give Mike some chest compressions in the conference room. Stino, you got to blow in his mouth. I'm only doing the chest compressions. It's 8:47.
Sunny and breezy today with a high of 29. Probably get stoned if I did that.
Ask him secondhand. Right? Well, if somebody needs a little, it's him. Ask a Plumber with Windy City Rooter coming up on WIIL Rock. Stop snoring. Go see Dr. Swerdlin. He's got it for you, whether it's snoring, sinus problems, nasal problems, whatever it is. SinusandSnoringMD.com is the place to start. They've got 4 locations now, expanding into Lombard. So Kenosha, Oak Creek, Mount Prospect, Lombard. No matter where you're at, they're nearby. And the thing is, you don't need an appointment or a referral to get an appointment, I should say, and most insurance is accepted. They make it really easy to get treated there. And right now, your healthcare savings account has money in it that goes away at the end of the year if you don't use it. Use it or lose it. You maxed out your copays. Now is the time to get into SinusandSnoringMD.com. Get an appointment. Get in there. See Dr. Swerdlin. And for the holidays, get yourself better sleep or get the people around you better sleep by ending the snoring. The place to start is the website, SinusandSnoringMD.com. Ask a Plumber today. You know the voice. Max is here from Windy City Rooter. They drain your pipes, not your wallet. I can attest to that. I'll tell you my cautionary tale coming up in just a little bit. But if you've got questions, text them now to 815-283-0095. Studio has to be the key word. That's 815-283-0095. Studio, the first word in your message followed by your questions for us. Got to thank Max, too, for not only being a plumber, but being a rocker. You guys were out at WIIL ROck Fest handing stuff out and stuff like that.
We were. It was a good turnout. It was a good success for us.
We appreciate you partnering. We couldn't do it without, different businesses.
Yeah,
Couldn't
for
do
sure.
it without you guys either.
Yeah.
The lineup was good. You
Who
guys
was your
were great.
favorite? Who was your favorite band that
So,
played?
I'm a big Shinedown fan. I had never seen Jelly Roll before, but I was pretty impressed by him and his show. And, until the rain came, I got out just in time. I was like, oh, man, it's getting ready to pour. Boom. Next thing I know, I was in my car, and it was pouring rain. And
Luckily,
people
it
were running
wasn't
for the
until
gate.
like almost the end,
Yes,
you know.
exactly.
There
That
were
was the good
people
part.
who had never heard of Jelly Roll who saw him and just were blown away. And then Shinedown, it had been a long day. I was back at the RV by then, sitting, listening to the show.
Oh,
Yeah.
I seen you, Tom.
Yeah, and then when I was ready for a nap, and then
Yeah,
when
you were.
Shinedown started going on and it started to rain, I'm like, up, time to head inside. So, but an awesome night for everyone. So, and we thank you.
Absolutely.
Hell
No,
yeah.
absolutely.
Couldn't have done it without Windy City Rooter. All right, we're gonna do Ask a Plumber. If you have questions, there's already a ton of questions on the text line. I said, like, if you're like a doctor or you go or a plumber or whatever, and you go to a party, people will always come up to you while you're just got a beer in your hand. And they'll ask you questions, right? Everybody wants free advice on their
Random,
plumbing.
all the
Whether
time.
it's their human plumbing or the plumbing in their home, you get a lot of questions. So we'll answer some of those.
For sure.
But that happens, right? You're
Oh,
always like,
absolutely.
yeah,
Happens a lot. Happens a lot.
I have a new house with 4 toilets. I have some questions. So ask a plumber. Again, text your questions now to 815-283-0095. You can also go to windycityrooter.com for more information. It's 854.
Sunny and breezy today with a high of 29.
This is Godsmack on WIIL Rock. Godsmack, they did Europe. I got to see them in London. Now they're doing South America. And yes, I have inside info. There will be shows in the area, American, U.S. Shows. So Godsmack. Soon there's Bulletproof Tom and Stino, WIIL ROck Morning Show. Max
You have
is here.
info?
I have info.
Okay.
Max is here from Windy City Rooter. You got the info same time I did.
I know.
If you got questions, we got Plumber. It's Ask a Plumber today. Text your questions in now to 815-283-0095. Make studio the first word in your message, followed by your question for Ask a Plumber, and we'll get some of those answered in just a little bit.
Sunny and breezy today with a high of 29. Tonight, clear skies and windy, low of 16. Tomorrow, sunny with a high of 36. It's 22 in Third Lake and 25 in Northbrook. It is time for the 95 WIIL Rock 95-second update. Authorities are looking for at least one suspect after shots were fired at a Beach Park home. The incident happened Tuesday morning at a home on West Wakefield Drive. The home had been shot at several times and was occupied at the time, but no one inside was injured. Officials believe this was a targeted shooting. A man killed in what's being called an accidental shooting in Lindenhurst has been identified. 44-year-old Charles Holmes was shot in the abdomen in his garage on Thanksgiving Day after his wife's gun discharged. The 44-year-old was rushed to the hospital but died in the ICU. The man's wife, 41-year-old Kelly Holmes, has since been charged. 95 WIIL Rock Sports brought to you by Windy City Rooter. They drain your pipes, not your wallet.
You're a suck up. She looks over at Max. She's like, hey, man. Look at me. I was like, it was going to be that anyway. Don't act like you're doing favors.
The Blackhawks host Edmonton as they try to snap a 7-game losing streak. I don't really know if they're going to do that. Bucks, they were off to a bad start. Bucks play the Knicks
Stino
tonight.
with sports commentary. Wow. What would you
7
say?
in a row?
What would you say their biggest problem is? The Blackhawks.
Probably their offense.
They're not able to get the basket in the ball in the basket.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
They're not able to get first.
They can't kick that
They're
thing
not
in the
getting enough
hole.
first downs. They really aren't. Yeah.
They need to kick it in the hole.
Absolutely. Who doesn't need to kick it in the hole? Is that sport? That's sports. All right. It's 9 o'clock. Ask a Plumber. You got questions. We got Max from Windy City Rooter where they drain your pipes, not your wallet. Ask a Plumber next on WIIL Rock. How about a career instead of a job? That is waiting for you with the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. I'm talking about IBEW. Local 150 keeps the power on in Lake County, and that can be you. It's never too late to join IBEW Local 150 and be a union electrician. You can earn while you learn with their 5-year apprenticeship while you accumulate no debt. It's your chance to get a gig, get paid, and actually have that job turn into a career when you're done without having like a bill for the education you got. You're part of a team, highly in-demand career, hard work but gratifying. You can work anywhere in the country as a union electrician. Even if you don't think it is for sure for you, check it out. If you're not happy with what you're doing now, go over to the website and get the details. IBEW150.org. That's IBEW150.org.
I wanted to know why some people who get COVID-19 get it so bad. I found out it may be because they have a high risk factor, such as heart disease, diabetes, being overweight, smoking, and asthma. Even if symptoms feel mild, these factors can increase your risk of COVID-19 turning severe. So if you're at high risk and test positive, there are things you can do, like asking your healthcare provider if an authorized oral treatment is right for you. Learn about an option at treatcovid19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
Ask a Plumber today. Free plumbing advice from Max from Windy City Rooter, where they drain your pipes, not your wallet. I can attest to that.
We're talking about where his favorite
Hey,
gambling
don't you still
spots
owe me
are.
money, Tom?
You're not. This is not ask Max about gambling. Try and figure out a way to separate him from his.
I'm not.
Can we stay on topic today?
Yes.
So where's your favorite place to gamble? When are we going?
Well, he was telling me about the Hard Rock.
Yeah. All right. Can we do this?
We can do this.
Can we do? All right. So ask a plumber. So they came to the house, and the worst possible time, a Sunday afternoon, and you think, oh, this is going to cost me $3 trillion. In the new house, I have 4 toilets. That's why I call it a mansion. The old house had 1 toilet. Any house with more than 1 toilet's a mansion to me. The new house is 4, but that's not what we had a problem. We didn't have a problem with the toilet. We had problem. So. Dishwasher is new to me. I'm still getting schooled and scolded on that from Yola. I never had a dishwasher before. I don't know how to load it. I don't know how to unload it. I don't know the etiquette of a dishwasher. But she, on the other side, has never had a garbage disposal before. So she didn't know how to conduct yourself properly with the garbage disposal. So when we first moved in, she asked me, what can I put in it? I'm like, oh, you can put anything in it. It's a garbage disposal. It'll grind things. Basically, it'll grind things up, right? Well, she took me literally. So my rule with the garbage disposal, and I know this isn't a good rule, it's not good for the plumbing and the garbage disposal, but my rule is if the counter is shaking violently, don't put it in the garbage disposal.
Right.
So I got to think, she got a whole watermelon. I got to think after the first chunk of rind that she put in the garbage disposal and the violent shaking of the counter, if I were her, I would have backed off.
Right.
But she remembered what I said to her when she asked, what can you put in the garbage disposal? And what did I say? Anything, right. So she put the entire watermelon rind piece in the garbage disposal. So all of a sudden the water stops going away, later in the day while we jammed up the pipes.
Okay,
You, by the way, don't know how much, and this is an interesting study, sometime put like something over your kitchen sink and don't use it for a while. You don't know how often you use your kitchen sink until you can't use your kitchen sink.
Exactly.
You use it all the time, more than you think you do. Because I'm thinking, well, we'll wait until Monday. We'll call Max and we'll have somebody come out and they'll fix it or whatever. No, I'm panicked. I call off hours, and there you are. And like an hour later, there's a knock at my door, and here's 2 guys with the magic thing that they do. It's a guy and another guy on a Sunday. And they do the thing. They're there for maybe a half hour, and all of a sudden the sink starts working. And we ask him for a lesson in garbage disposal. And he's like, no, you can't put anything in it. I'm like, yeah, you can't. He's like, no, watermelon. I go, I meant within reason. Well, now, and he shows her the proper way to use it and the water and this and that and the other. Now I'm living with a woman who's now obsessed on the other end. She won't put water in the garbage disposal anymore because she's so panicked. So what is the actual, this is for Yola, truth of what can go in the garbage disposal?
So what can go in the garbage disposal is, small particles of food. It's not like an incinerator. It doesn't start it on fire. It grinds up the smaller particles off your dinner dishes or your lunch plate or your breakfast plate. And you want to use a lot of water. If you don't
have the water running. I know always, and then run the water after. For a long
if you
time.
don't, brother, you'll be calling me or somebody, and preferably me. But I always tell people, hey, listen, My wife asked for a garbage disposal for 30 years, and I still am avoiding it to this day.
Really?
Oh, yeah. 'cause
You're
I
anti-disposal.
won't have one, and because I know what's going to happen.
Oh, I love the
She's going to
disposal.
stuff the watermelon down there as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
And we're going to be having...
That sounds like something you'd hear on Urban Dictionary, stuffing the watermelon down there.
Exactly. You can't, no coffee grinds, no eggshells.
That was the thing. Coffee grinds. She was putting all her coffee grinds in there. That's a bad thing.
That's a terrible thing because if you don't run water behind it, a large volume of water, just remember, when you flush the toilet, where does it go? Well, I know because I'm a plumber, but when you flush your toilet, it travels from the toilet out to the main sewer for the municipality, wherever it's located. And that's usually roughly anywhere from a minimum of 50 feet away up to 150 feet away.
The sewer lines are in the middle of the road, so it's thinking it's got to go from your sink to the middle of the road.
And if you think that 1 gallon of water is making it to the middle of the road after you put down, 5 or 6 scoops of coffee grinds,
it's not happening.
No, it's not happening, brother. It's going to sit in the line. It's going to accumulate. And it turns into, our term of endearment is grease. Yeah. When we tell people, hey, you can't put grease down there. Well,
I lived with a person for many years that insisted on it was okay to put grease down the, and I'm like, no, that's like dumping concrete in your pipe.
Yeah.
Because over time, that's what it turns into when it's not cleaned out or rinsed out properly.
She was wrong about a lot of other stuff too, but but don't put grease in there. And be reason. I'm still going to use the garbage disposal more. And I got it's a wonderful invention. I love it. Your wife loves it.
I don't have one, and I'm bummed out about it.
It's a wonderful invention.
Well, you can call me, Stino.
But plumbers are plumbers.
I rent my house, so screw them.
They'll put them in. They'll put them in. All right. There you go. That was my question. What goes in the garbage disposal?
Garbage disposal. I try to tell people, hey, I'm going to give you a little 1, 2, 3 on garbage disposal etiquette, and you should see the looks that we get. Yeah. Are you kidding me? You're going to tell me? Well, I'm going to try to. Otherwise, we'll see you again next month.
There's three versions of every story. Your version, my version, and the truth, which is somewhere in the middle.
That's
in
somewhere
a
in the middle.
perfect world, we would behave the way you say with our garbage disposal.
And if you did, I'd never have any business.
You wouldn't have any work. Right, there it is. Windy City Rooter, they drain your pipes, not your wall. And it was reasonable. On a Sunday, 2 guys show up and my sink magically works a half hour later. I thought it was going to be way more than it was. So they really do.
Me too, with all that watermelon.
No matter when it is. Right.
It was the whole thing.
It was an entire rind worth of full-on freaking water. And we ate that watermelon. It was the most delicious watermelon. Because our pipes worked again. It's 11 after 9.
Sunny and breezy today with the high of 29.
Ask a Plumber. Text your questions in now. We'll go to the text line for those in just a couple of minutes to 815-283-0095 studio, the keyword for Ask a Plumber on WIIL Rock. Max is here from Windy City Rooters. They drain your pipes, not your wallet. WindyCityRooter.com. For Ask a Plumber, text your questions in now to 815-283-0095. We'll get them answered. Coming up next from the text line. We're talking about anything but plumbing while the songs are playing. So there's
plumbing?
Anything other than plumbing. There. B-U-T, not B-U-T-T, studio, not Stino. I just called you studio. I need another coffee. You're hard to work with. You're distracting me today.
I ate too many deviled eggs.
There's too much to you today. So we'll get those plumbing questions, those butt plumbing questions answered. He's not a proctologist. He's a plumber. Do you? How many guys do you have working for you now?
Right now, just under 20. I think there's like 19 of us right now.
When was the last time you plumbed? When was the last time you
plumbed?
So I try not to plumb as much as I used to. I'm a working owner. I'm in the field every day. I'm tech stupid. I'm lucky I know how to send a text message.
You're out supervising.
That's right.
But you haven't laid any pipe recently, or
no, not even at home either.
Oh,
man,
I
love my wife to death, but I try to provide a good working atmosphere for my people. Let them go out there and do their things. None of my people work on a commission, where most companies got commission guys out there. Yeah. My guys get paid a good buck, healthy benefits package. So, I always say, I don't want to be at the top alone. Yeah. It sucks at the top if you're alone.
Yeah.
You just
I wouldn't know. I'm down here at the bottom.
Yeah, me.
When I was a ditch digger, I was the bottom man, and I had on my hard hat.
My favorite thing to do.
It had a helmet. My hard hat had an arrow on it that pointed down. I'm like, I'm the bottom man, and what's the rule of ditch digging? Bleep flows downhill.
That's right.
And I was on the bottom. So
that's right.
Yeah, but anyway, that's plumbing questions answered from Max from Windy City Rooter. Coming up next, 9:17.
Sunny and breezy today with a high of 29. Tonight, clear skies, windy, low of 16. Tomorrow, sunshine with a high of 36. It's 22 in Lindenhurst and 24 in Highland Park.
WIIL ROCK Morning Show. Thanks to the Rain Raymond Auto Group in Fox Lake and Antioch. And Ask a Plumber is coming up next. Coming up this Friday, it's Wednesday, hump day. We can start thinking about the weekend. 501 Club Party Friday. Landmark Inn Bar and Grill. I don't even think we've been there for 501. In Northbrook, your chance to not only enjoy $3 drafts of Miller Lite and buckets of Miller Lite bottles on special, too, and win concert tickets like we always do. But you can qualify for a pair of those 2-day tickets for Metallica, Soldier Field, August of 2024. We're going to qualify somebody Friday at the 501 Club Party. Landmark Inn Bar and Grill is on Shermer Road in Northbrook. We'll see you there Friday.
We've been there.
We have been there?
I remember being drunk at this bar.
By looking at the pictures of the place. The drunk girl remembers being there, but I don't. Exactly. We will be there Friday with Miller Lite and WIIL Rock. Max agrees with me. I talk about that the Metallica show should be and the Taylor Swift show should be the same show. Should be the same show, and then see the crowd together, and that way, if you're going to pay $1,000 for a ticket, you at least get that. Max agrees with me.
No,
so Metallica is in the round at Soldier Field. They're in the middle of the field, I guess.
Oh, cool.
So how do you get to if they're actually in the middle? How do they get to the stage? When I saw U2 at Soldier Field, they weren't in the middle; they were at the end, but they walked through the crowd. So Metallica might.
Yeah, they might do that.
I don't know. We'll see. So listen, for Ghost today, as the Metallica artist of the day for the 95 WIIL ROCK, 12, what are we calling it? 12 Days of Talica.
Yes.
Your chance to win tickets for both shows at Soldier Field. My friend Dr. Peter Wade Zunis would like to announce that he's now offering Botox and dermal filler treatments. Dr. Pete is trained and certified in the use of Botox or dermal fillers. This is actually a good holiday gift. You buy this for somebody. Call for a free evaluation and consultation today, and Dr. Pete can get it done. He did the training. He's got the chairs, and you can get Botox and dermal filler there from Dr. Pete. You can even ask about their Evolus coupon for $40 discount on each and every treatment visit. And of course, if you need dental work done, Dr. Peter Wade Zunis offers the ultimate dental comfort in-office IV sedation. It's the end of the year. You've maxed out your copay and stuff like that. And if you have dental treatment or dental benefits at work, if you don't use it, you can lose it. So call and make an appointment today. 847-336-7300 or find Dr. Peter Wade Zunis online at gurneydental.com. All right, Ask a Plumber with Max from Windy City Rooter, also going on TomTube right now. You can see their website right on the crawl there, windycityrooter.com. You got questions. We got Plumber. Text your questions to 815-283-0095. I have one more question that's a personal one because I think this is probably a plumbing question that a lot of people have. My toilet will occasionally run for a couple of seconds to add water to the tank. That's that thing on the bottom leaking a little bit, right? What is that, the flapper, or what is that?
Could be the flapper or the fill valve. Easiest way to find that out, and everybody listen. Easy peasy, man. You want to find out if your toilet's passing water? Go get some food coloring, put it in the back of the tank, and if that colored water hits the bowl, you got a leak.
So it's leaking, and then it's adding that colored water to
driving your water bill up.
And you probably got to change that flapper.
Change the flapper or the fill valve.
Better yet, have a plumber do it. There's some plumbing stuff like that people can try and do on their own. That's not horribly difficult. But then if it goes haywire, they got to call you, and it's a worse problem. Or they've effed up their plumbing. What's the biggest thing that people try to do on their own, and then they end up having to call a plumber? Like, people think, I can do that. Is it that elbow thing at the bottom? I've done that elbow thing, and I effed that up.
I took the U-bend off.
Is that called the U-bend?
No, it's the P-trap. Technical term is the P-trap. I've heard it called everything. I've heard it called the U-bend, the S-bend, the white thing underneath the sink.
The white thingy there.
That chrome thing there.
Is that the number one thing people F up, or what's the number one thing people F up?
So, most of the time in the DIY projects, people, the husband says, or the wife, because I've seen both, I'm going to change my kitchen faucet. And they start to change that kitchen faucet, and it went from a reasonably priced job to a ultra expensive job because they've taken everything apart, or they've tried to cut something out, or they've hooked something up wrong, or they've broken the material during the course of installation.
So it's more of an issue.
Yeah.
And you can't even use the thing you bought because you left it up.
The more you mess with it, the more it costs. So
faucet is we did that. Somebody did that at my old house, and the water came gushing out. I'm like, turn the water off first. And here's another thing to know where the water shutoff is in your house.
Oh yeah.
I mean, turn the water off under the sink, but know where the main one is.
I don't know.
Even the ladies in my office, good at coaching. We get people that say, I have a burst pipe. It's spraying everywhere. And we can coach you down to the basement to be able to shut the main water off.
Turn the water off.
Yeah, because, water is catastrophic,
If you're leaving the house on vacation, should you shut the main water off?
That's not a bad idea.
Just in case. I've never thought of that before, but yeah. And you should have the water off now to your outside hoses, right?
You should.
I haven't done that yet at the new house. I don't even know where it is.
There is frost-free, hose bibs, but if you're not going to use the garden hose in the wintertime unless you're building ice castles. chemicals like they do in Lake Geneva,
Yeah.
but I don't recommend that.
I like to use the garden hose in the wintertime. We're trapped inside. And
I'll wash my car once a week,
Yeah.
But you should shut them off. Most 50% of the hose bibs in people's places have a shut off to turn off for the winter, so you can turn it on again in the spring.
What about that little weep thingy that's next to it? Are you supposed
that's
to open that, or what the hell
you
is
can
that for?
open that to drain. So let's say you shut it off at your little shut-off valve right next to the hose bib, and you open up that little weep thing to let the remaining water out.
Yeah.
That's a good thing to do as well.
All right.
And make sure you put the little weep cap back on.
Okay. Whoops. All right. If you got questions, we'll go to the text line, get them answered in just a couple. As some of the, I'm sure those are some pretty common ones. It is 9:27.
Sunny and breezy today with a high of 29.
Ask a Plumber rolls on with Max from Windy City Rooter, WindyCityRooter.com. Here's Hailstorm by WIIL ROCK, Tom and Stino. It is 9:30.
Sunny and breezy today with a high of 29. Tonight, clear and windy, low of 16. Tomorrow, sunshine with a high of 36. 23 in Grays Lake and 22 in Lake in the Hills. It is time for the 95 WIIL ROCK Happy Hour News. Just the other day, Tommy Lee posted online, and news reporters as well, saying his house was robbed. So he moved out of his house in Calabasas, and he's living in a different area 40 miles away, I guess. But the house that he was not living in got burglarized. Somebody shattered the back window, got into the house. It's just weird what they stole.
Did he still have stuff there? Was it Tommy Lee stuff?
Yeah, he didn't have a ton of stuff there. I mean, like, I guess there was damage to lamps and like some other.
Oh man, I hate it when people damage my lamps.
Yeah. But they stole something from the house.
Uh-oh. Was it his...
Was it the sex tape?
I was going to say, well, that's already been out there.
That's already been stolen.
Slow, man.
Was it a bone clone of his? I gotta imagine if you're Tommy Lee, you've had one made, right?
Yeah. I think
For
you
when
used to be able to buy his
for when I'm
dong on Amazon.
It's for when I'm on tour, babe. Here you go, so you don't miss me.
It's for all of the fans that love him so much.
All
No,
right.
they didn't steal
They
that.
can literally love him.
Right.
All right.
They stole a bathroom mirror and several cabinet handles.
Why?
They don't know.
Were they made of gold? Or?
No, I mean that's so. I don't know
Let's
if the
break into Tommy
person.
Lee's house and get his cabinet handles.
I don't know if it's like a person that knew that it was Tommy Lee's house, or if it was just someone who was looking for some supplies for their
need
house.
cabinet handles. Baby, we need cabinet handles. Well, I can't afford cabinet handles. Break into Tommy Lee's house. He's not there anymore. Okay. While you're there, see if there's a bone clone. All right, I'm on it, babe. I'm on it. Ask a plumber today. Max is here from Windy City Rooter. They drain your pipes, not your wallet. You got questions. We've got plumber. We're off to the text line next. 815-283-0095. Make studio the keyword. Holiday season is here. Very important to get as much sleep as you can. Festive, fun, but also stressful. Gift shopping, decorating, hosting, traveling. It can take a toll. Quality sleep is vital to your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. If you're not well rested, you can kind of be a holiday Debbie Downer. Don't let that happen to you. Check out a Sleep Number bet. Maybe it's a great gift idea. If you're not getting a great night's sleep, or somebody next to you isn't, Sleep Number bet might be a great way to go. And 8 out of 10 couples, 8 out of 10 say that one or both partners is too hot or too cold when they sleep. Science tells us that regulating your sleep temperature leads also to higher quality sleep. They've got the new Sleep Number Climate 360 smart bed that actively warms and cools each side independently, so you both sleep blissfully comfortable. Say that 3 times fast. Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because to be your best every day, you need proven quality sleep every night. And right now, it's time for Sleep Number's Cyber Week special. Save $1,000 on select Sleep Number 360 smart beds and adjustable bases plus special financing. It ends Monday, December 5th. Go to Sleep Number stores or sleepnumber.com. In Gurnee, find Sleep Number at 6631 Grand Avenue. In Vernon Hills in the Westfield Hawthorne Mall, level 1 near Center Court. In Kenosha Pleasant Prairie in front of Costco on 76th Street. And in McHenry off 31 next to Buffalo Wild Wings at the shops at Fox River. Subject to credit approval, minimum monthly payments required. See sleepnumber.com for details. I continue to ask my own plumbing questions of Max. Let's go to the text line for yours. Ask a plumber today. Windy City Rooter. They drain your pipes, not your wallet. They did it for me with the great watermelon incident of 2022. This one says, we have a water pump and tank that would like to know what periodic maintenance do these need?
What?
A water pump and tank.
So they're probably on a well, and sounds like they're talking about the pressure tank and possibly, the well pump itself. The well pump is outside on the wellhead.
Obviously. That sounds like you're doing a limerick.
Does
the well pump is outside on the wellhead. Yeah.
Does not require, maintenance depending on your water quality. Sometime chlorination is due, but your pressure tank, they're virtually, maintenance free, with the exception of if you have you shut the water off. You may have to drain some air or some water out of the tank.
Bleed her out.
You can bleed it out, exactly. So if you just shut the water off in the house and you don't attend to the components that supply you the water, you're going to have an issue,
Right.
So.
Well, thank you for that answer.
No problem.
Let's see. We moved into a house a year ago, but I have yet to flush the hot water heater. I was told by previous plumber that it just needs to be done regularly or not at all. Is this true?
So I'm a fan of not at all, and let me tell you why. I mean, if you get to the drain cock on the bottom of the water heater is finicky. They're not...
The drain cock?
That's correct. No pun intended there, Tom.
I'm
but
leaving that one alone.
if you open and close the drain cock with your hose on there, you could get some sediment caught in that drain cock that prevents it from closing, and then you're a dribbler and you got leakage. A
drain cock being a dribbler.
You just got problems.
Did you just give the plumbing gonorrhea
I
right here on the show?
Yeah,
Constant drip, drip, keeping you up at night?
If depending on the water quality, once again, if we call us and we're there for a service, we're gonna give you a free water test, man. We're gonna freak you out and tell you what's in your water. And
do I want to know?
No.
Is municipal water pretty okay?
It's, for the most part,
I have
people
well
say,
water.
Well water's tough depending on where you're at. I've seen some.
I'm right next to the
people
Fox
say,
River.
It's delicious, delicious.
I got Lake Michigan. Well, sorry to hear that.
Okay. Uh-oh.
By the way, you're drinking through lead.
My grandma used to say, whenever we would go out to eat at restaurants in the city, she'd be like, "Order water. It's delicious, it's great and delicious Lake Michigan water, and
Coming
that's
through
healthy
a big,
for
thick
you."
lead pipe.
Yeah.
So-
From back in the day. Do you drink? What
I
water
don't
is
drink
at
no
your
tap
house?
Water.
No,
Zero. None.
No.
Yeah, I don't drink tap water either. I think Ben's gonna turn into a mutant. Seriously.
And I got a pretty nice, filter system in my home because my wife will have it no other way.
What
but,
if you drink tap water for every day, a lot of it, and it's bad water?
Stino, there are such worse things that you do in your life than tap water.
Well, I'm worried for Ben.
Your main problem is that he's with you. He's got bigger issues than his tap water.
I really think he should not be drinking that.
Max-
It's tap well water.
Max tests
No.
water and is a plumber, and he doesn't drink tap water.
No, I don't drink tap water.
Ben,
All right.
if you're listening, stop drinking out of that Brita filter. It's not working.
You're scaring the hell out of me now.
The-
I don't drink tap water either, but
Yeah, I've
not
seen
by
some
design.
crazy, things in water from, they'll say, my water smells, but, I said, do you drink it? Well, occasionally. I'm like, really?
Yeah, ours smells like rotten eggs.
Well, that's, that can be fixed.
Why
We can
you've got a
fix that,
third
Stino.
nipple, Stino.
Yeah.
That's right.
Of course, you made a lot of money with that on OnlyFans. so-
Exactly.
One more time, the text line for Ask a Plumber. We'll do the speed round coming up next. You got questions, text them to 815-283-0095. Max is here from Windy City Rooter, windycityrooter.com for Ask a Plumber. It's 9:41.
Sunny and breezy today, high of 29.
The old radio station, the tap water, there was a water fountain where you pushed the button in the water.
Oh, yeah.
And I had a friend that was leaning down to drink out of it. I'm like, no! Chunks of black crud came
Yeah,
out
there
of
was
it.
white crusties
Yeah,
all
it's not
over it,
good.
too.
Not good.
I was coming down Foster Avenue one day, coming by one of the parks, and they got the water fountains in the middle of the parks in the city, and I look over, and dude's washing his junk at the.
Okay, we're
at-
done. There's another reason not to drink out of public
and
fountains. You don't know what it's
15
been used
minutes later,
for.
You see someone over there getting a sip.
Okay.
I'm like, all right. You're not very bright, but
Nothing like that scroty taste in your in your water. Hey, you want to qualify for one of the 95 WIIL ROCK 12 guitars of X? Christmas. We've got your chance to do that. Coming up this Saturday, starting at 2, I'll be at Chopper's Bar and Grill in Antioch. You can see the I Prevail guitar and sign up for that anytime. But Saturday, I will be picking a qualifier for that guitar. And someone's also going to qualify for those Metallica tickets, pair of 2-day tickets for Metallica at Soldier Field, both shows in August of 2024. A lot going on this Saturday. Stop out and hang with me at Chopper's Bar and Grill on 173 in Antioch. Starting at 2 at 95 WIIL Rock, the Rock Station. WIIL Rock. Tom and Stino asking Plumber. Max is here from Windy City Rooter. They drain your pipes, not your wallet. WindyCityRooter.com. And of course, if you don't get your question answered today, you can. Are you guys on like social media and stuff? And
We
all
are.
that?
You know, I'm not the social media guy, but my staff will hook you up. And
All right.
they can't answer, they'll call.
All right. Mike came in. He's Max's sales guy here at the station. We pulled a little prank on him earlier where we acted like we were fighting. Mike is like the most nervous person in the world. I just want to let everybody know that Mike did indeed fall for that hook, line, and sinker. So little infarction going on. Speed round is our last chance to get some questions answered. And there are more questions than we have time to answer. If you have questions, call Windy City Rooter and talk to them. They'll let you know what's going on and come out if you need them to come out. And they're there 24/7, 365. Let's just speed round. So I need like 1 or 2 sentence answers to this, so we can get to as many as possible. If people want to know more info, they should call. So this, let's start right on the top here. How often do you have to chlorinate a well if you have a private well? Phil wants to know that.
Depending on water quality.
Depending on your water. So if your water is ganky, do it more often.
You don't want to over chlorinate, otherwise your hair will start to turn green. Not good.
When we'd be putting a water main in, we would take a cup full of chlorine and throw it in every new pipe.
Correct.
And I would sometimes splash in like a little bit of rainwater that was in the bell of the pipe or whatever. And then that overly chlorinated rainwater would get on I have pants with holes in them.
Absolutely.
I was pants with holes before it was cool. And it was because it was burning through the denim.
Right through.
Yeah. Not too much. How often should you tap the water heater at its drain valve? What? I didn't even know that's a thing.
So we're back to the drain cock again. But
damn drain cock.
That's at a homeowner's discretion. I'm not a fan of draining the water heater unless it's necessary, because you could create some issues by doing that.
Okay. This said we had Brian out on Sunday, so you got Brian working for you.
Brian, he was at your house. That's
the guy who came to my house and gave a talk to us about
Brian.
He's your guy that gets your Sunday calls, huh?
He's Brian's a Sunday guy.
Are you ready for the review? It says, to fix a leaky sink, you guys are awesome. Well, there you go. So good job on Brian. Is there anything I can do when the water at first comes out of the faucet a little yellow, but then clears up? Yeesh.
That could be numerous things. You'd have to call us up and let us come take a look, but let it run. It's always better to let that water run for a few minutes, especially if the faucet hasn't been used. Stagnant water does not taste good, smell good, or, it's not good for anything.
Morning, guys. Just wanted to say I first heard of Windy City Rooter on WIIL Rock. There's a plug for us. And have used them several times. They rock. Well, thank you for that.
Thank you.
Why does my hot water smell? So their other water doesn't smell what their hot water smells?
Yeah, so when the hot water smells, it's called the ano rod.
The what?
The ano rod.
The ano rod.
Yeah, they took mine off.
Yeah, so when
you
you
got rid of your ano rod?
Yeah.
Wow.
I
it
know
only
that.
takes minutes.
All right.
No, they did. That was in the hot water thing.
It's a
I
component
remember
inside
that.
the tank. Yeah,
I remember that.
So when your ano rod goes bad, along with the drain cock, you got big problems. And by the way, when your water smells like that, you want to, obviously get it checked out, because that's, who wants to turn on the hot water and it smells in your house for the next 2 hours?
So do you got to replace it, or can you just take it out?
Sometimes
take it out. Get rid of it. It screws with the water.
Stino's answering plumbing questions
She's got
now.
them ready to hire.
I know. I had to deal with this. I can work for you
know
guys.
a lot about anal rods and drain cocks, don't you?
You're hiring, right?
Do you guys,
yeah, we are.
Do you guys get drunk?
24/7.
Do you guys get drunk and name these things? Is that what you're doing? His name is anal rod, drain cock. That'll be.
The Canuckin valve and the blow-by.
Yeah, is the Canuckin valve
boy,
a real
that could
thing?
be expensive.
That's German.
Is the Canuckin valve a real thing?
It is not.
No, it's made up. All right.
That sounds like German.
Yeah.
Canuckin.
Flam shooter.
It sounds important,
like
right?
it sounds like what the guy says on Street Fighter, Canuckin, when he's like,
calm down, Stino. I got your flam shooter right here.
Canuckin.
Let's see. And you guys are hiring.
It's blanket.
We are. Yeah, I'm begging you to come in and apply with Windy City Rooter. No experience necessary. Experience preferred, but not necessary. Top pay. I pay your health insurance, 100%.
Yeah.
Life
you can get
insurance.
into a career. You can turn.
Oh
into,
man, I'm
you
looking
can start
for people
like you don't
that
know
are,
anything, but you can build that up into
absolutely.
a career.
I started in this industry making $40 a day digging ditches, and here I am.
Been there.
33 years later.
Been there.
So,
yeah. All right. If you've got other questions, WindyCityRooter.com or find them on the social. And Max, thank you for coming in today.
Thank you.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you.
Doing something to our pipes and not to our wallet with our Canuckin blowcock. Magic. I know all the terms. 9:51 magic time.
Sunny and breezy today, high of 29.
We'll do Ask a Plumber again soon. Tons more questions on the text line, so we will definitely have you back in At your
Anytime,
convenience,
brother.
sir.
Anytime.
Get out, man! I'm done! I'm done with you here!
And
See if we
I
can
am
freak
done
Mike
with
out
you.
again. Let's have a fist fight in the hallway right in front of Mike, your sales guy.
He'll have a freaking heart
He will
attack.
die on the spot.
So, I was sweating when I first came in here, sitting next to Stino. I was a little nervous, but,
Yeah.
and now I'm good. So,
Just
you
take a
know,
good
Don't
shot.
worry
Just take a
about
good
it.
shower when you get home.
Hey.
the little Stino stink on me when I go home.
Name of my high school nickname. Stino.
Yeah. Quit stealing my bits.
Log toss thanks to Kinnaman Accounting and Tax Service. You make green, they count the beans. Watch this.
Come on.
I am not.
right.
I have not made one in a long time.
shot.
Just
Good
showing
shot.
off for Max. Head over to 95WIILRock.com. Hit the win stuff page. Your chance to win the log toss jackpot. Thanks to Kinnaman Accounting and Tax Service.
Real quick, Tom, before I go, shout out to all my customers. Thanks for the business. WIIL ROCK. My employees couldn't do it without you. 100%. Everybody have a Merry Christmas and a safe holiday, man. And you guys
Thanks
ever
for coming
wanna do-
in.
No
Thanks
problem.
for coming in.
Ask
coming
a
in
plumber
and-
can be a regular thing. I'm available.
There's tons more questions. It's
We're
one
going
of
to do
those things.
Ask
do
a
it.
Gambler next.
I'm in on that. I'm in on that. I'm
Just don't go with
addicted to-
Stino. The casino won't end up with your money.
We
She
should do a
will.
live shot from the
Yeah.
high limit room.
Yes.
For sure. I think
I don't
can
go
make
in there
those
because I'm
arrangements.
afraid
You
I'll
should make a Max.
No, I don't go in there because I'm afraid I'll accidentally make a bet. So there's that. Thanks for coming in, Max. From
No problem. Thank you, guys.
WindyCityRooter.com. Holidays are here. If you got people that are hard to buy for, you know what I'm going to tell you about Omaha Steaks. They have it. Whether you got to buy one thing for somebody special or for somebody that's hard to buy for, or you have a group of people, your employees, your clients, whatever. Omaha Steaks has all sorts of different options. Send an assortment of mouth-watering favorites, guaranteed to impress, like legendary butcher's cut filet mignon, air-chilled boneless chicken breasts, those ultra-juicy burgers. Don't forget, get extra caramel apple tartlets. When you do this, it'll be in a little plastic bag. It'll be frozen. You'll be like, what was Tom talking about? Look at this stupid. And then you'll make it, and you will realize it is the best dessert you've ever had. If you have an air fryer, do it in there. Put a scoop of ice cream next to it. That's as tasty as all the other stuff at Omaha Steaks, and it's going to be gift-giving greatness when you send it, and you can get an extra $30 off your order. Minimum order may be required when you use our code WIIL at checkout. So get over to Omaha Steaks. Do your gift shopping, get something for yourself, get extra caramel apple tartlets, and enjoy. It's omahasteaks.com. Use our promo code WIIL at checkout. That's omahasteaks.com, promo code WIIL. 95 Will Rock, the Rock Station. Tom Stino, Will Rock Morning Show, 9:57.
It's quitting time. Sunny and breezy today with a high of 29.
John Perry will have an extra Ghost song because we didn't do ours for the 12 Guitars of Xmas. So listen for Ghost, your chance to qualify and win. He's coming in next. I'm taking a day off. Wayne will be here tomorrow filling in. Thanks to Wayne for that. Thanks to Max from Windy City Rooter for being here today. Somebody wanted you to say the Bears.
The Bears.
And
No, you got to say it. Not Bears.
The Bears.
In the Max voice. There you go. Thanks for being here for Ask a Plumber. Stino and Wayne back tomorrow. Bright and Surly, 5 until 10. 95 Will Rock, the rock station.